I got started with comedy.
Yeah.
Shit kind of crazy. I was outside like on the porch one day, and I don't know who it is to this day, but I don't even know if it's a person. It might have been a bot. Shit, I don't know. But I was on the porch chilling, like just cooling it like a regular day, and on my phone I got a message, but it was a flyer attached to the message. So when I opened up the message, it was a flyer saying like it was like some kind of like Apollo night or some shit like that. So I hit it, and I was like, but the sender was like from just like emojis. It wasn't no number. It was just like emojis. This was for emojis. Like it was like some bot shit, like from the sender. So I don't know who to send it back to. I don't know if I say okay or whatever. I don't know if it's gonna go back. So I looked at the flyer. It's in Orlando. It's up the street. What the fuck? So I disregarded it the first day. It came back again around that same time the next day. So this time I was like, man, let me see what's going on. So I called the number on the flyer. It was a number on the flyer. I called the number on the flyer. It so happened to be a comic, but he a cop. So I called him. He was like, what you do? Like, shit, I don't do nothing. I just want to know, what the flyer got going on. Y'all say shit, the shit $500. Shit, I want to see what's going on with it. Nigga say, what do you do though? You got time? I say, yeah, I do comedy. I just threw the shit out there. He was like, all right, you want to put you down? I don't know, man. Let me think about it. I thought about it. So then I called Miss Pinson. I called Miss Lauren. She was like, that's her cousin. But I don't know this nigga now, so I know it didn't come from him. Miss Lauren might have sent the shit, but I don't know. I ain't never asked her. But long story short, I called him back. I did it. It was right up the street from where I was from the neighborhood. I did it. That was my first time on stage. I won. I ain't win the $500 because it's round by round. I won two out of the three rounds. I ain't winning the finale. Well, I felt like I won, but I didn't win. So that's how I started. And then from there, I just kept the ball rolling.
How you came up with your name?
I was actually on stage one night. And no, I'm lying. I was on Twitter, and I put the flyer, that same flyer. I posted the flyer, said I was going to be a comic, blah blah blah. So it was another white lady I worked with, and she was like, your name should be your Twitter handle. My Twitter handle always been Realist N It. So I was like, nah, that shit's stupid. I slept on it. I kept saying it. That shit started having a little ring to it. So I started to feel it. I just stuck with it. That's it. Okay. And I made sure, like, that first night, like, man, look, don't call me by my real name. Call me by this. They called me by. I felt like that first night I did good, so I just let the shit roll.
So what's your creative process like, coming up with jokes and stuff?
I think I tell a lot of jokes based upon like real life situations and like stuff that I done been through or things that I done seen other people go through. So I base it off that. It ain't always 100% true. I may twist it or flip it or say it was this person or that person to make it sound a little bit better. But that's where the most of it come from. I talk about my kids a lot. I talk about myself a lot. So it ain't really a lot of, I ain't really got to really fabricate a lot of stuff because it's what really went on. So, and I don't write. So whatever come kind of shit just come.
Have you ever like been hackled or bombed the show or anything?
Yeah, if you gonna get up there, you gonna bomb. I haven't bombed a lot. I think I've bombed one time. I think I bombed one time legitimately. Heckle. I don't know, man. I think I know for a fact I got heckled one time. I've never been heckled like a lot of other comments, like continuously. That like somebody said something, I said something back, that was done. But I have done shows where it was hard for me to tell a joke, so I got to go do something else. I got to go be personal with somebody. I got to talk to somebody. That's not necessarily a heckle, but it's kind of like the same thing. But I don't think people bother me because I come out so aggressively. I don't think they want to bother me. So it just never get to that point. But flat out heckled, I think I've been heckled one time.
What's your best like venues you performed at? Where you like to perform at?
I done did all the improvs. All of them. In Florida, I done did them all, but shit, ain't nothing like the home. You know, the home improv Orlando. Ain't nothing like home. The home comedy club. I do think Tampa's is a lot better than ours. Cause they shit sit like a dome, like a theater. But I did Dr. Phillips Center. Dr. Phillips Center was cool. But I just felt like, that stage was so big, I couldn't really reach people how I wanted to reach them. But Millennia 3 got a dope ass stage too. Dream City got a dope stage. But I think I have the most fun at the home comedy club. That's probably my answer.
And quick question: so, how do you feel about like the internet comedians that's coming up now, and what you do?
I think it's a lane for them. I definitely think it's a lane, and I definitely think it's that's what's in right now. It's easier. Well, I'm not gonna say it's easier. I'm gonna say it's more accessible. It's easier to get to. But I know a lot of those people can't do what I do. I don't feel I can do what they do, but I don't think they can do what I do either. Ain't no delete button on this stage. On that stage, when that shit come out, it come out. On that phone, you can go delete, edit, do whatever. Once that shit come in my mouth on stage, it gotta be funny. It ain't gotta be funny on the internet. You can go replay that shit, flip it, do whatever you want to do with it, delete it, do it again. So I do think it is some talent in it. Some of them are talented. Some of them are talented than others, but it's not my thing. I'm not that guy. I stay in my lane, and I think they stay in their lane for the most part.
So what do you have coming up next for you?
I got a show somewhere on the east side of Orlando. I can't think of the actual name of it because I've never been to it before. And I have another show on August. Well, that show on August 6th. I got a show on August 13th, and then a show on August 15th. So that's what I got coming up right now. And I mean, I do like little stuff like in the area. If I'm in the area, I go do this for this person, do that for that person. But them my 3 biggest shows coming up.
Do you have any advice for any up and coming comedians?
Yeah, shit, start early. Cause if I'd have known what I know now, I would have started early. But comedy is just different, man. It ain't no blueprint on how to. I didn't know how to get into it. I didn't know how to get started in it. It's not your everyday type of thing to get into. So I didn't know nothing about comedy clubs. I had never heard of improv before I was on the improv stage. I never heard of it. Never seen it, never knew what it was, none of that. My first time at improv, I was on the stage. So I knew nothing. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know how to get into it. But I would just tell them, shit, just do you. A lot of comics gonna hate. They gonna tell you shit ain't funny. But it's not supposed to be funny to them. It's supposed to be funny to the audience. If it's funny to the audience, you good.
Where can the people find you at?
IG, I'm Realist Realist with an I, _N, just the letter N, _it. Facebook, I'm my real name. Twitter, I am Realist _N _it. Snapchat, I think I'm Realist N It, one word. I think. I don't know. I don't be snapping. I just scroll. I'm a scroller.